What is up, guys? It is Verdict here today, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a pop-out logo. Here's an example of one right here, just like that. It looks like the character's popping out, and it kind of looks like the other stuff is in the background and so forth. So for this, I'm going to be using this bolt logo, and I've already kind of made it or given it that 3D effect to it. And I'm going to be using this image, the Fallout character. So this is a large photo, as you can see, but I want to shrink it down just to where you like it, to where it kind of, you can get to where it pops out, but I like to lower the opacity a little bit so you can kind of see, like, look, you kind of want its head popping out, and you want the gun kind of popping out right there. Get that, and then what I'm going to do is, you don't want to color overlay on it, because it won't create a clipping mask. See, it leaves it like that. And then I'm going to hit Command J or Control J on the PC, and I'm going to lower the opacity. I normally use the eraser tool for this, and I just erase kind of in the 3D, the like black kind of background or width behind it, as I would say. Erase all of this. I want to leave the parts that are going to be in popping out still there. So like, I don't want to erase, like, I don't want to do that because it won't look like it's popping out. So I just keep it like that. I just get the bulk of it with a bigger eraser and use a smaller one to kind of get the outline. So here we're going here. You can also use the pen tool to do this, but I think it looks a little better if you use the eraser. I think I can get a little more precise, because if I use the pen tool, I'll go back with it or go back to it and edit it out with the eraser. And I normally go on about 4 or 5. 5 sounds good right now. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, forgot to erase that part, but we'll get it in a second. And I'm going to just kind of erase this out. See, but I would use the pen tool for stuff like this on the inside, if I can't get it. But normally for when I'm erasing the outside, I want to amp it up a little bit so I can see the edges more. That's his jacket right there. So see, I'm going to use the pen tool for this because it's a little bit tedious. Well, maybe not. I'll get that later. Or you can also use a really small eraser to do that. But for the sake of tutorial time, this is not going to be perfect. It's just basically how you do it. So just come around this guy's head. And honestly, guys, you want to take your time on these, because the more time that you put into it, the better it'll look. And that's why, I personally, this is one of my favorite things to do, is make, AVIs and avatars, because I think it's cool. You can kind of do what you want with it, make your own, whatever you want, like your own characters. You can use your own characters, change the way they look, kind of change the color, stuff like that. And this is the gun. This is all on the inside of it. Don't want to erase that outside right there. It's not the straightest eraser line. But I would use, on the straighter lines, I would use the pen tool. I think it works a little better for stuff like that, but definitely on the more like circular or curvy ones, I would use that looks terrible, but you know, it's just a tutorial. So yeah, so basically the more time you spend doing this, the better the logo's gonna look, and that's why you should, you know, take more time, because it looks really nice and clean. Just delete out these parts. Oh, erase his head a little bit there, but doesn't matter. Let's go down to 23 and maybe get on to like a 1 on this. Zoom in pretty good, just so you can kind of clean this up a little bit. And then what I'll do is turn the opacity up, and see, it looks like he's popping out, just like this one. See, this one, obviously, I worked fairly hard on this one, took my time, got a nice shape around the head, cleaned it all out, got this gun shape, and cut out the flag. I thought it would look cool if the flag was sticking out too. And I kind of match the background. Sometimes I'll blow up the image that I'm using and kind of blur it out for the background, but normally I'll find something, you know, like this guy's name was City, and I found like a kill zone city that was destroyed, and it was like smoke coming out after that, and I kind of made that like an orangey color because it's kind of a weird looking orange in the background, and then city obviously for city. And then over the text, I'll normally add a stroke of 2 or 3 on the outside and put the same image and create a clipping mask over that. And yeah, so go ahead and Command J this, Command T, zoom out a little bit. It's really large. Make something like that. Lower the opacity. Normally have this at like a gray, because you see how it's kind of white in the background. I don't want it like that white. I don't think it looks as good. So, and if it's black, you can't see the depth in the logo. So I'll add something like that. Then, you know, you come over here, add your text. Hit Command T, kind of make it a little bigger. Go here, warp text. Oh, I normally add a bulge because the logo looks like it's bulging out, so if I add a bulge on the text, don't really like that text, so I'm going to get something a little bulkier, I guess, something like that. It's really bulgy right there, but looks fine. I'll add a stroke. I like to go, say, with the black. Depending on the size of your text, the stroke will vary, so you don't want to put a huge stroke on like a small text because it won't look 100% right. So kind of lower the opacity, and then I'm going to make a copy of this one again. So hit Command J or Control J on the PC, lower it down, kind of get it to where you want it. That looks good right there. Bring it above the text. Create a clipping mask. Kind of get it. Kind of want his eyes showing right there. Oh. Yeah, right there. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like below, and thanks so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And remember, the more time that you take on this, the better it will look. Trust me. Thanks, guys. It's been Verdict. I'll see y'all later.